Every year, people make resolutions or set goals. Most people's resolutions and goals are nothing but wishes, and wishing doesn't make it so. What makes things happen? Decisions and commitments. Here are 5 decisions that can multiply your results by a factor of 10 this year. Number 1, decide to learn from and value the past, especially the failures. If you don't have any failures from last year, you probably didn't try anything very ambitious. And if you do have failures, don't let that get you down, because having those failures means you have data from which you can learn. Anything you can learn from is not a failure, it's an experiment. So celebrate those things and learn from it. Number 2, decide to change your emotional thermostat. You want to raise your emotional level of living. This one single decision can change your life. When you raise the vibration of energy you carry, you increase the amount of charisma and influence you possess, the respect you command, and the results you produce. When you raise the energy level at which you normally hold your emotions, you not only raise the peak higher, you also raise the valleys higher, which means the lows you experience will become a lot less low. That raises the overall quality of life. Decision number 3, decide who you need to be in the future and measure your progress toward becoming that person ruthlessly. To go where you've never been, you have to do things you've never done. You need to break the habit of being just little old me and seek to become extraordinary. Not extraordinary in the way that you're superior to other people, but in the way you bring a new level of value, a new level of presence and helpfulness to every person you encounter. Decision number 4, decide to get focused. Remove the blocks, the things that hold you back from success, and experience both kinds of flow. You've probably heard of flow before. It's that state you get into where you're working on something that you're so engrossed in, you lose track of time, place, other people. You just are caught up in the moment. This is when you're in your zone of genius, as Gay Hendricks would call it. And there's 2 kinds of this flow. We all have heard about the flow we get into at work or when we're creating art or something of that nature. That's deep flow. What most of us haven't heard very much about is recovery flow, where we get into flow while we're resting, while we're walking, while we're doing activities that have nothing to do with work or art or craft. But that's when our best ideas often come to us. Isn't that true? Have you ever had that happen? You're on a walk or you're in the shower, for crying out loud. You just have like the best idea you've had in 5 years. It's because you're not focused on work and you're getting some of that recovery flow. This is why sleep, vacations, and time away from work are vitally important to your work success. While we're on this subject, it's important that you also use the 80-20 rule for determining what you're going to do and, more importantly, what you're going to consume. If you are constantly putting things in your mind through the news media, through podcasts, videos, books, songs, if you're putting things in your mind that are counter to the emotional state you want to be in, you're self-sabotaging. So don't do that. 80-20 your inputs. You want 80% of the information and media you're taking in to be constructive, helpful, positive, and uplifting, and you want it to be of high quality, and I would suggest you make it somewhat challenging. It's educational. Only 20% of your inputs should be permitted to be that lower energy stuff like entertainment. So that what you're doing is playing video games, watching violent, destructive, or low-level movies, entertainments that require nothing of your brain. You're going to be living a low-level life. Look at your future. As you're making sure that 80% of your inputs are positive, challenging, uplifting, educational material, you also want to take a look at your activities and make sure that you're spending 80% of your time on the 20% of possible activities that actually make your business more successful, make it grow. Needle-moving activities should comprise 80% of your day. Finally, the 5th decision you need to make if you want to 10x your results in this coming year, decide to clarify your values, your purpose, mission, vision, and goals so that all of that is in alignment. All of it can be systemized and it can be optimized. The powerful tool you have at your disposal, the molders of meaning and life, are the words you use. And the stories we tell ourselves with those words shape the fabric of our lives. You can change the story at any time, and you can change your language. In fact, one of my core beliefs is if you change your words, you change your world. That's not just a catchy slogan. That's truth. Now, there's a lot to this whole process, to making all those decisions we just went over, and to changing your words to change your world. but you can do it, and it is worth doing. And if you want my direct help, we have an elite gathering where you can do just that. It happens the last week in January, right here in Spokane, Washington. I've simplified and clarified the process that I just described into a small workshop environment. It's all worksheet driven, led by me personally. We will get this all done here at the event, and you'll be reprogrammed before you leave. Come join us for an extraordinary live event in Spokane, 3 days to design your destiny. And in these 3 days, you will use my proven, tested method for clarifying, committing to, and constructing a plan for getting 10 times the results this year. Finally, you'll get a method of setting goals that always works every time. You'll never miss a goal again. Your business model will be built for you here on the spot. We'll show you how to use the power of AI to augment and accelerate your success. Your social media marketing plan is going to be clarified, simplified, and laid out in detail. You're going to know exactly what content to create, how to create it. We have a systematic approach to marketing that always works. We're going to show you how to build your own custom version, and we're going to do that while you're here. And each attendee will, based on your individual goals, build a business model and a business plan to get you where you want to go by the end of 2023. This is like nothing you have ever experienced, but you do need to decide quickly. If you want to be part of this, I only have 4 seats available in this workshop. Next year, we're going to be selling seats to this workshop for $10,000, and you won't get nearly the amount of personal attention you're going to get this time. For this event only, you can get a seat in the workshop for $2,500. There's only 4 left. So, got to grab them now. Click the link you see under this video and grab your seat, and let's build the future you want. Let's create the new life you deserve. Let's do it now. See you soon.